Forget the headlines, forget what you think you know. We're going to a place where ancient ruins whisper tales of empires past, where the aroma of cardamom and garlic hangs in the air, and where the echoes of laughter from 1,000 bustling cafes mingle with the call to prayer. This is Lebanon, a country of contrasts, where rugged mountains meet the turquoise embrace of the Mediterranean, where the weight of history sits comfortably alongside the pulse of modern life. Over the next few episodes, we're going to dig deep into the heart and soul of this remarkable country. We'll break bread with locals, explore hidden alleys, and uncover the stories that make Lebanon so darn compelling. So buckle up, kids. It's going to be a wild ride. We're kicking things off in the Bekaa Valley, a place where time seems to stand still. Towering above us are the ruins of Baalbek, a colossal temple complex. Imagine Romans toiling for centuries to erect these massive columns and intricate carvings. Jupiter, Bacchus, Venus. Their presence is almost palpable here. You can practically hear the roar of the crowds and the clash of gladiators. Baalbek is more than just stones and dust. It's a testament to the enduring power of belief and human ambition. Empires may crumble, but their legacy endures for millennia. Now, I don't know about you, but all this history has worked up an appetite. So let's grab some manouche, that delicious Lebanese flatbread, from a street vendor. We're trading the sun-drenched ruins for the cool embrace of the Jada Grotto, a subterranean wonderland that'll make you question if you've stumbled into a scene from Journey to the Center of the Earth. Picture this: stalactites dripping from the cavern ceiling like teeth from some mythical beast, stalagmites rising from the ground like an army of petrified warriors. The air is thick with the sound of dripping water, each drop echoing through the caverns like a drumbeat. We're talking millions of years of geological artistry here, folks. Nature at its most raw, its most awe-inspiring. As you glide through the grotto on a small boat, you can't help but feel a sense of insignificance in the face of such immense beauty. It's enough to make a guy want to give up smoking, drinking, and all the other vices that make life worth living. Almost. In Lebanon, the only thing more diverse than the landscape is the language. Walk down any street and you'll hear a symphony of Arabic, French, English, sometimes all in the same sentence. Lebanon has always been a crossroads, a melting pot of cultures and empires, and that history is woven into the very fabric of their language. Chapter 4. Kibbeh, a taste of tradition. You want to understand a culture? Get your hands dirty in the kitchen. And in Lebanon, that means diving headfirst into a plate of kibbeh. Now, I'm talking about real kibbeh here, not the deep-fried, football-shaped things you get at some tourist traps. I'm talking about the kind of kibbeh that grandmothers spend hours preparing, their hands working magic with bulgur wheat, minced lamb, and a symphony of spices. The aroma alone is enough to make your mouth water. It's warm, inviting, and speaks of generations of tradition. Take a bite and you're transported to a family dinner table, surrounded by laughter and conversation. Kibbeh is more than just food in Lebanon. It's a symbol of hospitality, of family, of history. It's the kind of dish that stays with you long after the last bite is gone. Chapter 5. Beware the evil eye, superstitions and charms. In Lebanon, they say compliments can kill. Not literally, of course, but a misplaced word of praise can attract the evil eye, a malevolent force that brings bad luck. It might sound crazy, but walk through any market and you'll see amulets shaped like blue eyes, meant to ward off this unseen danger. You'll see old women spitting on babies. Don't worry, it's a good thing. And shopkeepers hanging garlic and chilies to protect their businesses. Look, I'm a woman of science, but there's something about the conviction in their eyes, the centuries of tradition, that makes you think twice before tempting fate. Maybe it's all superstition, but maybe, just maybe, there's something to this whole evil eye business. Either way, I'm not taking any chances. Pass the garlic, will you? Love in the shadows, public displays of affection. Now, you might think a culture so warm and welcoming would be all about public displays of affection, right? Wrong. In Lebanon, holding hands on the street is about as scandalous as it gets. It's not that they don't love each other. Far from it. It's just that love, like so many things here, is a private affair, something to be cherished and protected within the walls of one's home. So, if you're planning on strolling hand in hand with your significant other, think again. Save the PDA for somewhere a little less conservative. unless you want to become the subject of whispered gossip and disapproving stares. And trust me, you don't. Chapter 7. The 3-Kiss Rule, Navigating Lebanese Greetings. Forget handshakes, folks. In Lebanon, the proper way to greet someone is with a kiss. Not 1, not 2, but 3 kisses on the cheek. And don't even think about messing up the order. It's a delicate dance, this greeting ritual. You lean in, air kiss the right cheek, then the left, then back to the right, all while maintaining eye contact and engaging in light conversation. It's enough to make your head spin, especially after a few glasses of Arak. But don't worry, you'll get the hang of it. Just follow the lead of the locals and try not to headbutt anyone in the process. And remember, it's all part of the charm of this wonderfully complex culture. Chapter 8. Land of Many Owners, Lebanon's Unusual Inheritance Laws. Now let's talk about something truly bizarre, Lebanese inheritance laws. You see, in most places, when you die, your land goes to your spouse or your children. Simple, right? Not in Lebanon. Here things get complicated, like really complicated. We're talking about a system where a single piece of land can have dozens, sometimes even hundreds of owners. It all goes back to Ottoman times, and honestly, I'm not sure anyone fully understands it, but it makes for some interesting family reunions, let me tell you that. Imagine trying to get 100 people to agree on what to do with a piece of property. It's a recipe for disaster, or at the very least, a very long and heated debate. Chapter 9. Going Underground, the world's deepest subway escalator. Okay, this one might seem a little random, but trust me on this. We're headed to the Junia subway station, home to the deepest subway escalator in the world. Now, I know what you're thinking. An escalator? Really? But hear me out. This isn't just any escalator. This thing is a marvel of engineering. It's long, it's steep, and it takes you on a subterranean journey that feels like it lasts an eternity. As you descend into the bowels of the earth, you can't help but feel a sense of awe at the sheer audacity of it all. It's a testament to human ingenuity, to our desire to conquer even the most mundane aspects of life. Plus, it's a great way to burn off all that delicious Lebanese food you've been indulging in. Chapter 10. The Global Family, Lebanon's Far-Reaching Diaspora. There's a saying, you can take the Lebanese out of Lebanon, but you can't take Lebanon out of the Lebanese. And nowhere is that more evident than in the Lebanese diaspora. Scattered across the globe, from Brazil to Australia, from Canada to Senegal, you'll find millions of people who trace their roots back to this tiny Mediterranean nation. They may have different passports, different languages, different lives, but they share a common heritage, a common bond that transcends borders and oceans. It's a story of resilience, of adaptation, of holding on to your identity in a world that's constantly trying to change you. And it's a testament to the enduring spirit of the Lebanese people. Chapter 11. Beirut, the Paris of the Middle East, and why that's an insult. They call Beirut the Paris of the Middle East. And yeah, okay, I get it. The chic cafes, the French architecture, the air of sophistication. But honestly, it's a lazy comparison, a way to make sense of a city that defies easy categorization. Beirut is a city of contradictions, a place where ancient history collides with modern chaos, where the scent of jasmine mingles with the exhaust fumes of 1,000 cars, where you can sip cocktails in a rooftop bar overlooking the Mediterranean, then wander down a narrow alley and find yourself in the heart of a bustling souk. Beirut is raw, it's gritty, it's full of life. It's a city that grabs you by the throat and refuses to let go. So forget Paris. Beirut is in a league of its own. Chapter 12. Pigeon Rocks, where the city meets the sea. We're ending our journey in Beirut, at a place that embodies the spirit of this city, the Pigeon Rocks. These two towering rock formations, rising dramatically from the Mediterranean, are more than just a pretty postcard. They're a symbol of resilience, of nature's enduring power, even in the face of urban sprawl. As the sun sets, casting a golden glow on the water, you can't help but feel a sense of peace, of connection to something larger than yourself. We've seen a lot on this journey, from ancient ruins to bustling cities, from hidden caves to the warmth of Lebanese hospitality. We've explored the past, tasted the present, and caught a glimpse of the future. Outrow until next time, Lebanon. So, there you have it. A taste of Lebanon, a country that will stay with you long after you've left. It's a place that gets under your skin, that challenges your perceptions, that reminds you of the beauty and complexity of the world. I've been all over this planet, tasted a million different dishes, heard a million different stories. But there's something about Lebanon, something in the air, something in the eyes of the people, that stays with you. It's a reminder that even in a world that often feels dark and divided, there's still beauty to be found, connections to be made, and stories to be told. Until next time, Lebanon.